Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, Brujah Edition, brought to you by GameAnyone.com by FrozenFoxy. Last time we had just made it to LA and met up with Nines, who had beat up some guys for us, otherwise we would be beaten to a pulp. But today the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is head over to the hospital, and I'm basically going to try to zip through these things as fast as possible by going in a streamline. I'm not the best at this game, but I do know quite a bit about this game. Oh, stop screaming.
Help me. It's got them. It's coming for me now. It's coming for me.
Oh, don't worry, I'll help you. Slow down. What's coming? Who are you?
My crew, we were here shooting for my show. I'm a parapsychologist, haunted LA. Oh, God, it was right behind me. We've got to get out of here.
I'm about to slap some sense into you. Tell me what happened.
Look, I'll level with you. We usually fake these things, you know, ghosts. That's all bullshit. We were setting up downstairs, and weird
No, it's not.
shit started happening. My crew, they all started disappearing. I don't know what's happening.
Whatever, you wait here.
No, don't go down there. We've got to get out. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
You freak out way too much, dude. Wow. I just like fell right on through that grate. Well, that takes care of you. You won't be a problem for anyone anymore. And I don't really care if I lost some humanity. Anyway, let's go see what's going on in Hospital Land. Hello? Ooh, a TV. Man, I can really lift up that TV like it's nothing. Ah, gotta love vampire strength. Okay. Hi, random person being thrown. Let's go see if we can't find out what's going on with the crew downstairs. I'm coming for you. One really has to wonder, should I really be scared of any of this, or should everything that's here be scared of me? Who knows? Sometimes I wish I had, like, a flashlight. That would be kind of nice. Excuse me, boards, but you're kind of in the way. Oh no, she's getting dragged to her doom by nothing. Nothing at all. Excuse me. Now, if I recall correctly, somewhere right around here there was meant to be a ring. Or a pill bottle. Morphine. I could be wrong. But I could have sworn that there's meant to be a ring from one of the people that's getting dragged away. Unless in this particular version that has been removed because someone thought it didn't make sense. Honestly, I thought it made perfect sense. You know, you're getting dragged off, your ring gets pulled off your finger, along with your hand, that sort of thing. Sometimes I wish I had a flashlight in this game. That would be quite helpful, wouldn't it? Someone's having way too much fun down here. Going to have to break up the party. Jeez, having fun without me. Tasty. Lap that up later. Alright. Now, One of the big issues that I always used to have when I was coming down here, I probably mentioned this during the Malkavian playthrough, but I would always try to head over to these areas before I was not past one of these bars, and these bars can trap you really easily. They can also glitch you out, so it's important that you move as far as you can over to the side so that you don't get trapped by those bars. That definitely was a big issue I experienced whenever I was messing around in this hospital. So this hospital can definitely be really annoying. Hi! Ooh. I guess he saw Michael Jackson return from the dead. It is very scary. Hello there. How you doing? Tasty.
Real terror is not the sight of death. It is the fear of death. What is the fear of death? Terror of the unknown. Is it these eyes you peer into? No. I am not the unknown. You and I are closer kin than you and it were.
Indeed, indeed. You are not the unknown. In fact, from Vampire the Masquerade lore, if I am recalling correctly, she should be what is called a Nagaraja, which is basically a vampire that's a flesh eater rather than just a drinker of blood. They also control the undead and so forth. They're similar to the Giovanni, I suppose, except for the fact that the Giovanni are kind of like an incestuous family. I don't know how that works. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Pisha. What are you?
Drinking blood to sustain your death. You are damned, yes? What if, besides the blood of the living, you had to eat pounds of their flesh to maintain that thin facade of life? What would you call it? Twice damned?
No, I'd call it a Nagaraja. You have to eat human flesh?
We drink blood. I eat flesh. Kine eat food. But Kine think us a monster. Without remorse, they would burn our body twice over to be certain we were destroyed. What is unnatural for some is vital for others.
I don't understand.
I kill or I rot. For every night I go without it, I wilt. All things must consume life to avoid dying. You and I are no exception.
I don't know if I agree with that. Who are you anyway?
My birth name I tell no one. You may address me as Pisha. Pisha was the name of my companion and lover in a time before my death, 230 years ago. She has no need of it anymore.
Why are you living in a condemned building?
My stay in this city is transitory. I seek relics of the occult traced here and would trade similar artifacts to acquire them. But if you wish to bargain with me, the Kine upstairs must be sent down here. He has seen too much.
The guy upstairs? I already took care of him.
The Kine's fate was sealed the moment he entered. Do not waste time debating the morality.
I didn't. I completely understand. So, about those artifacts.
Yes, I am searching for 2 items I have tracked to this area. One, I believe, may be in one of the local museums. I have not yet searched them all. The other I believe to be in the Giovanni's possession, though I have not confirmed it. For these items, I will exchange items of similar worth.
Fair enough. Tell me about the item you think is in the museum.
A fetish is described in a 19th century chronicle of a British platoon's encounter with a local tribe. Soldiers would go missing in the night and be replaced by these fetishes. It may be valuable to my studies.
And the other?
It is used to communicate with certain entities otherworldly. It is a tome called the Voce del Morte. Should you find yourself within the walls of the Giovanni, seize the opportunity and take it, for they will make sure you never have another.
I have another question.
Yes.
You seem a bit preoccupied with death.
Death is the ultimate dilemma, and integral to the beliefs and behavior of every culture. Life is bore on the corpses of the dead. Without death, there would be no motivation to accomplish anything. The only emotion would be existing. Life would be pestilent and agonizing.
I had another question.
Yes.
Forget it. It's nothing. Bye. I was hoping she would have something to say about being a Nagaraja, but from what I can remember in the original patches of this game, she never mentioned being a Nagaraja before, so I'm guessing they never added it in now. Technically, I suppose you wouldn't really know if she's a Nagaraja or not, but from the lore, she matches quite closely with that. Alright, well, now that we've gone and seen Pisha, we're gonna go ahead and say hello to Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. And the way that you can tell that it's his place is by this nice little purple glow up here. It's the only magical building in the city. Can't get in here at this point, and not at any point during this entire playthrough. However, you'll notice that there's a mailbox of sorts here. That will come into play another time. Not this time, though. You can technically go in here, which is, as far as I know, the only room worth going into around here, and this basically just explains gargoyles and so forth. At this point, you can either start heading down here and just keep switching directions until you get to Max, or you can just go the wrong way, and suddenly you're there. Basically, every room more or less leads to this room, and then the way out is just switching back and forth, and suddenly you're there. But yeah, if you don't just switch back and forth, then you notice that my screen kind of flicks up, and suddenly you're here. So it's really easy to find Max. Mainly, it's probably because he doesn't want you looking around his mansion. Max is the sort of person who doesn't really like people doing that to him. Actually, you know, I don't think I'll talk to Max at this point. I was thinking I would, but that's a Brujah. I think Max can wait till later. He's a Tremere, or is he a Tremere? Yes, he's a Tremere. I don't know what I'm thinking. For some reason I started mixing up Toreador and Tremere. Tremere obviously being the blood sorcerers of the vampire bloodlines, and Toreadors being the beautified jerks. This guy almost looks like a Toreador walking down the street here. If I had Auspex, we could check out his aura and see if he might be a vampire of sorts. Probably not. Nonetheless, I'd like to go and check out the last round, because that's where my buddies live. Pretty much everyone who's with the Anarchs is a Brujah.